We decided we're gonna start changing the oil ourselves because it's nearly 80 some dollars now to change oil here in our town. I don't know how it is where you're located, but I checked the oil prices, filter and everything. It ends up saving us 50% of oil change. Every oil change at the garage, we could do it ourselves twice. So that's the reason. It'll lay right there. And what we like about this is it has a drain. So whenever you use the oil, you can drain this oil back into here to take it to your local auto parts store, which most of those will take for free. We will need some oil. So I'll also have it in the description below where we got this mobile oil. I did some research and stuff, and I think that's what we're going to use. And the 0.30 weight. And this is 5 quarts, so we need a little bit more, so that's why I got the second one. And then we need a funnel, any kind of funnel. And lastly, as far as replacement parts, you need a filter. Any type of filter you want to use. I particularly chose the ultra synthetic one because that's what we're putting in it, synthetic oil. This is good up for 20,000 miles, which we're going to change ours every 5 to 10,000 miles. And to get the plug off, you need a 15 millimeter socket or a box end wrench. Basically, you want to pump the hood. The hood's latch is right here. You go ahead and reach your hand in there and unlatch it, right? The latch, you push it to the left. See how that looks? That's what you're reaching for. Where is this drain plug at, Levi? It's not this. It's not that right there. You got this cross member going across here. Where is that?
Oh, wait. Is this it?
There it is.
I mean, it's an open space. So
Yep, that is the drain plug. And kind of how you know it's that, because it's this opening right here. What's your question now?
Oh, why didn't we let it cool down?
Why not let the water cool, or not let the oil cool down? It's because you need the oil hot so it drains more the dirt and everything comes out. So we did break it loose. It was super tight from the people at the garage that changed it last. So your question might be, why not let the garage just do it? I found that it costs so much more money every time I change the oil. It's like, man, it's so much more expensive than before.
I'm kind of scared.
Okay. Now you want to make sure, see, here's the drain plug, here's this directly under it. It's going to come shooting out like this, so we want to make sure this is back here a ways. Let's turn it this way. See, square it up. And then just let the drain plug drop. That way you don't get a bunch of oil all over yourself. Okay, because remember what I said, it'll just lay here. That's why we bought this special pan, so that we don't have to fish out the drain plug. Now we should wear gloves.
Should I go ahead?
But we don't have any gloves with us right now. But we want to get this draining. See how that is rolling out? And we had it almost centered because we had it sitting back this way some. Now we're going to let that drain out for a while. Okay, we're going to climb up here on the top. Here's where the oil fill is, and it says 5W30, but we're going to put 0W30. Some garages recommend 0W30. Turn it counterclockwise, not quite a whole turn. This comes off. We'll set this up to the top, and that helps let the oil drain, let air in. Been what, 2 or 3 minutes?
Yep.
It is down to a drip like every 5 seconds or so, so now go ahead and put the plug back in. There. They can clean the oil off the cap. Not the cap, but the plug. Clean that up good.
I mean, there's no dirt on the magnets. That's good.
You see metal shavings on the drain plug, then you know you got bigger problems.
Right around here.
Yep, right there. So that's all good. Go ahead and stick that back in there. Just a little warm still, isn't it?
No, I knocked my head onto a rock.
Oh. Now we can slide this out of the way a little bit so you can get to it a little easier.
How tight we want to make it?
Well, you want to go until it stops and then go a little bit more.
Stop.
Yep.
And then a little bit more.
Yep, that's probably good. You don't want to make it so tight like the last mechanic did.
Yeah, they did something there.
And then go ahead and wipe that oil so it don't drip on the floor of our garage. We gotta keep our garage clean. Now we gotta find the oil filter.
Oh my brain.
Now we got this bracket right here. And right there, if you can see up through there, you can see the filter. So what we'll want to do is we want to put that
I'm in the wrong
drain pan right under this, so that when the oil drains from the filter, it won't drain a lot, but we don't want it landing on our beautiful asphalt driveway. Okay. So now we got ourselves a little step ladder, since this is up so high.
Let's see.
You can see the filter down there, it's orange. And you just reach down in there, you turn it counterclockwise. I loosened it already for you, so it shouldn't be too hard.
It's not that hard.
And
Then
turn it.
Once it comes out, I just drop it.
You can just drop it, or you can just turn it so that the part touching the engine is pointed up and just lift it up. Get it up out of there. Awesome.
Cool beans.
What do you say for yourself?
I don't really know what to say for myself. Other than I need to get it set on here.
Yep, and you just stick it up like that so it drains. Now it dripped down every side of the engine, missed the drain pan, and we got oil on the driveway.
And it's on this side.
But it's not a big deal because that's what we have paper towels for, right? Okay, what's next? You take the filter out of the box and you gotta lube up this seal.
We do.
So you want to take and get a little bit of oil on there. What I can do is here, let's do this. And just put a little bit of oil on that seal to kind of moisten it up so it slips against the block. That way it has a better seal that way, okay? Now you want to reach down in there and put that filter on. And you can see here, look on the filter here. See the arrows right here? That tells you that's the way you turn it to put it on. And you got to try to get the filter square against the block so that it goes on straight. Now this car is not so bad as some cars. Some cars you really have to be careful with the engine being hot, and sometimes there's a manifold that comes down across in the way that it'd be a good idea if you want it different. So you're going to put it down on that side, probably have a little more room and come across the bottom, right? Yeah. So sometimes it's a good idea to wear a sock over your whole arm. That way if you got to get something hot, I can put one of those in the description below if you feel more comfortable. How much oil does this thing take? You better check the manual to be 100% sure, but I'm gonna put 6 quart in mine, and you wanna make sure you get a funnel that fits down in here real nice like this. This is the funnel I have. Now I bought a kit. Actually, I just noticed there's some dirt on it. You want that getting down in the engine. But find a funnel that will fit down in there nicely like that. What I did is I bought a set of many different ones, and I can put the link down there for you if you're interested in that as well. We will start pouring in 6 quarts of oil. So you want to pour it in slowly so it don't, that way you let the air come up through as well. But what we'll do is, as this is pouring in, I'll just pour in this jug and we'll be a quart short, because you can run your engine, or at least I feel comfortable running the engine with 1 quart short, and then I'll go ahead and start it up and back it down off the jack. That way the vehicle is level, and then check the dipstick to make sure I put the right amount in. That drain down in, then we'll pull this funnel out. Gotta make sure you put this cap back on. You don't want to get dirt getting down in there. Pull this out of the way. Back it down off the ramps. Starting it up there a little bit also fills up the filter. We'll pull this dipstick out, which is to the right of the fill cap. Rag or paper towel and clean the end off of any oil. Stick that back in. Pull that out. And it's just touching the bottom. So we need to dump in 1 more quart of oil. Now we have another jug here of oil. You kind of gauge it between the markings on the side here about how much you want to put in for that quart. And we can go ahead and pour that last little bit in. Pull the dipstick out again. I always like to wipe it off every time, because you just want to make sure you have the right amount. And it is right at the bottom edge. Actually, it's right in the middle. You can't hardly see it on here. I'll show you up close where you want it. You got 3 little tickers in here in the middle. You got the hash marked edge here. If you're up in that area, you're too full. You want to be right in the middle one, between the middle 2 actually. That's the amount, perfect amount you want to be. Keep it in. But your vehicle will run anywhere in between these area where there's not hash marked. So we are good there. Now that we got the oil changed, what do we do with the old oil, Levi?
Pour it in the new oil spot.
We pour it in the empty bottle, and then we can take it to the auto parts store, which will take this for free. Is it empty?
Not exactly, not dripping.
Okay. Thank you for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if that was helpful for you. Until the next time, have yourself, you guessed it, great day.